What's going on, everybody? It is Cam here with Easy Way Kickers Farm, and today we are going to talk about my egg washing setup here. So yesterday I posted a short and it raised a whole lot of questions from quite a few people about what the mysterious bubbling water thing was that I was using when I was washing my eggs. So that is what we're going to go over today. I'm going to show you not only how it works, why I use it and everything, but I'll also show you how to make it. It's very simple, very cheap, and very easy to throw together and make it a little bit easier when you have some really messy eggs that you're dealing with. All right, so getting right into it, first off, just using an air compressor. So this is my air compressor hose. It's hooked up to my air compressor over here. I have this bucket of hot water that is just from my tap. Now in the video that people are talking about, the water is steaming, and you'll see that it's steaming in this video here. It's just because it's really cold outside. It's not that hot, but when you are trying to do this, you want warm water. I think the USDA wants you to use anywhere between 90 to 120 degrees of water when you're washing your eggs. And we wash our eggs because we sell them. So how I do this. So first off, here's the little contraption, which I will show you it close up and how to make it here in just a second. But basically I hook up my air compressor, I stick it down in the water, and then I take my basket of dirty eggs, and you can see they're pretty dirty. That one there on top is on there. And you drop it down in the water, and then you turn on the air. And then from there, it basically bubbles and agitates the water around, and then this is going to help as far as breaking up and loosening up all that dirt that's on the eggs to make it a whole lot easier to clean off. Because if you've never washed eggs before, especially ones that are really dirty, it can be difficult to wash off even if you just soak them. A lot of times that's not enough to get through and penetrate the dirt in order to get the dirt off of the egg to begin with. All right, so I'll cut it back off real quick so we can talk a little bit. But the reason that I need to do this is because the eggs that we are getting are pretty dirty right now because the chickens are in the greenhouse. Now, since they've been in the greenhouse and not moved around frequently, they are in one spot. So the entryways to their greenhouse has been getting really muddy because there's only one way in and one way out of the greenhouse, even though we're rotating their fence all over the place. And the mud from their feet are getting into the nesting boxes, and they're getting mud all over the eggs. So this is just making it a lot easier for us to be able to wipe it down really quickly, and so that we're not sitting there scrubbing individually egg by egg forever trying to get it off. This really loosens it up, agitates it, and gets all of the dirt off of there. Whenever we're in our movable coop, we use this a whole lot less frequently because majority of the time you're not having to deal with mud getting in the nesting box or anything like that. And our chickens don't sleep in the nesting box, so we don't typically have to worry about poop all over the eggs. But sometimes you get that one egg that cracks inside the nesting box and yolk gets all over everything. And when yolk dries, it's hard as a rock. It's like cement. And this does a really good job at agitating it and getting it to where it wipes off super, super easy. Alrighty, so let's see how the basket looks when we pull it out. Obviously, there is still some dirt on the eggs. Now, like I said, this isn't to clean these totally off. This isn't so that this thing is like spit, shine clean when it comes out. But what it does do is make this wipe off really, really easy to where it does have this spit, shine clean with a light little wipe. Like it literally takes nothing to wipe this off now. And then I can clean these in 2 seconds instead of sitting here with a brush scrubbing at it, and then be able to put it in my egg cartons and this be ready to go. So let's get into it. I'm gonna show you how this thing is made, and maybe you can make your own. It's very cheap and easy. Alrighty, so getting into how it's made, I will say I am not the genius that came up with this design. I think I found it on a YouTube video like last year or something. You might be able to find it if you typed in, how to make an egg washer or something. But typically these designs are with PVC pipe, and I found this one to be much more effective just because it's very simple. It's $6 for this hose right here. I think I got this at Harbor Freight. And basically you coil it up and you zip tie it in like a couple places, and you drill a whole bunch of holes all over this thing. Now it feels wrong to drill holes in a brand new air compressing hose, but this was only $6 and I didn't have to do anything with my good air compressor hoses. Now, one thing I do think I added that wasn't a part of the video of whoever the original creator of this thing was, is a daggone shut off valve. This thing is awesome. It makes it so much easier to shut it on and off. It keeps your compressor from running nonstop because you can shut it off. Especially if you are in between baskets, and allowing the compressor to fill back up with this totally shut off, and you're not constantly having to connect and reconnect this attachment. And then from there, I just set it in the bottom of the bucket, turn the air on, and then it starts bubbling. And it is super quick and easy to make. And like I said, for about $6 with a Harbor Freight hose. I think this thing might be like 6 feet long or something like that. So the mystery of the bubbling water cleaner thing has been solved. It's just a $6 hose with some holes in it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe to the channel because I'd love to share more stuff with you. We do a bunch of random stuff like this and try stuff out all the time. If you got ideas for us to try out as far as cleaning eggs, please share it. I'd love to try them. It might help us in our venture in becoming egg connoisseurs, egg selling connoisseurs, something like that. I don't know. That's all I got for you. You all have a good one, and thank you for watching.